So today, lads, we're going to be talking about whether or not the Fever should just tank or whether they should go for it. Whether they feel like they have a puncher's chance of a championship, because I think yesterday's loss means they're well on track to make the playoffs. Like they're as close to the third seed as they are to missing the playoffs. Like they're very much in the playoff hunt, and I think it's hard to say otherwise. Like the Sparks losing last night, like I think the only way the Fever don't make the playoffs is if they lose all three to the Valk, Storm, and Sparks. Like the Fever, I said this yesterday that it's now at the stage where look, we should celebrate the Connecticut Sun win because again, it is only a Connecticut Sun win. They're 6-27, but we're in a situation where we could lose six straight. And losing six straight still gives us a puncher's chance at the playoffs. We got 3 games below 500. It just means that I think beating the Sky and the Mystics in our last 3 games is a key. And then last game of the season, when the Lynx have all their players rested, we might need to win that game. Like I think it's going to be like that. Like last year when the Atlanta Dream needed to beat the Liberty in the last game of the season to make the playoffs, and what we saw was the Liberty we saw the Liberty rest their starters in the Dream one. But the Fever are playing the Lynx, the Storm, the Sparks, the Valks, the Mystics, the Mercury in their next 6 games. Like if the Fever can come out of those 6 games above 500, which means they go 2-4. Like if they go 2-4 in those 6 games, that should be seen as a W, as a win. Going 2-4. I think the Fever, this is Courtney Williams' team right now without Nafisa Collier, and like whatever you want to say about Courtney Williams is a player that I don't think there's a player that is more money and clout driven in the league than Courtney Williams, and I mean that in a good way. Like she is going to want to drop 40 twice against the Indiana Fever. The Seattle Storm need that win. The Sparks need that win, and then we could be looking at 4 losses in a row, and then we have to go and face the Valks in Valhalla, where I don't know if that's a game we can win. So we got to talk about, should we tank or should we go for the playoffs? Because if you look at the WNBA draft, if you're looking right here, as of right now, they are predicted to draft Garzon from Maryland. I don't think Garzon's a bad shout. And I think when it's all said and done, like this mock draft is wild. I mean this when I say this. There is no way our fam is dropping to 7. Like our fam is... If you look at any actual mock drafts, this is just on tankathon.com, they just have names. Any actual mock drafts, our fam's 1. Like the mock, in my opinion, the draft starts after our fam at 1. She's going 1, and it is hilarious. I always find it hilarious that I didn't even realize that I've coached against her brother. Like her brother was playing over in Ireland from the time he was about 16. Like I had no idea of that. I had no idea that. It was just, I saw her being listed as Awa Tiam, and I'm like, oh, Talifam Tiam. Surely they're related. I was like, yeah, they were. But like, she's going 1. She's going 1. It's a given. She's a starting centre for Spain. She had like 20 or something. Was it in the semis or the final of Eurobasket? I think it was the semis. She had like 20 on France. She's going 1. Like the draft starts after Awafam. And if the Lynx somehow get the number 2 pick, I think the Lynx will probably... I don't think the Lynx are going to take an AZ Fudd. I think the Lynx will take a Lauren Betts at 2. And I don't think the Lynx will start Lauren Betts. I think she's going to be a situational player. I think she might not even be the first pick off the bench with Jess Shepherd if Jess Shepherd comes back. I think they'll take a Lauren Betts though. Let's just say 3 then, Storm. I think the Storm are more likely to take a Flaujaye and take Olivia Miles. The Mystics, yes. The Mystics will take Olivia Miles if she's there. The Sky with the Connecticut pick. Knowing this GM, they're probably going to take Garzon. or they'll take easy foot. They'll probably take easy foot. Like, I would say Latson might fall out of the top 5. And I think it might be tough to see Garzon fall all the way to Indiana at 10. But if Garzon's the player they want, if I'm the Indiana Fever, I want to be in that lottery. I want to be in that lottery, and I don't really care what the best fit is necessarily. If I'm in the lottery, I'm taking best talent available outside of Lauren Betts or Olivia Miles. I think Olivia Miles is a tough one because I don't know how she plays with Caitlin Clark. I think she's a bit more like, I don't think she's the right point guard to play beside Caitlin Clark. Like, I would much rather have a Julie Allemond, or beside Caitlin Clark, I'd much rather have like a Grace Berger or a Julie Allemond, who literally don't do anything really, just pass the ball side to side. Like, I would rather have a Mario Chalmers point guard beside a Caitlin Clark than have a Steve Nash beside a Caitlin Clark, if you get me. Like, I'd rather have a not ball dominant point guard, but a point guard who will just get you the ball if Caitlin's playing off the ball, which Olivia Miles isn't really that. But if I was the Indiana Fever, I'd be happy out with a Flaw J Johnson, just a dynamic scorer. I think Flaw J would really like playing in Indiana. If you get in the lottery, there's a good chance you get a Flaw J Johnson, because you go in, I don't know how many wins. The Connecticut Sun are probably going to win. I'll give them 9 games on the year. And they won 30 last year, if I'm not mistaken. So that gives them, let's just say, 39 wins in the 2 seasons. So no, the Fever will be likely in that 5th spot. And in that 5th spot, look, if you can get Flaw J, you can get Tania Latson. Tania Latson is a bucket getter, and she's like Kelsey Mitchell-esque. She's Kennedy Carter-esque. Like, she can just go. And not her as a starter, you keep Kelsey Mitchell, but suddenly you've now got a spark plug off the bench who can just go and cook. Like, she could be something. There's definitely people we don't know of. Like, I don't think any of these late picks, I definitely don't want Cody McMahon. Sarah Williams, don't like her inability to shoot the ball. If Chloe Kitts goes 9th, the Golden State Valkyries are idiots. But if they do end up getting Garzon, I don't think Garzon's going to be there at 10. I just think that archetype of player that she is not going to be there at 10. This is like Citron last year, when I remember early on in the college year, I'm like, yeah, Fever need to get Sonia Citron. Those type of archetypes, no one expected Citron to be this good. But like, those archetypes, those lengthy shooters who can play a bit of defense, who aren't Katie Lou or Chloe Bibby, lack of athleticism, those players are hard to find. So look, I think it could be, for the Fever to get someone they really want, they're gonna have to be, because they're obviously there's the 6, 7 spots. The Fever are gonna have to be 8th at the lowest to get someone they really, really want. And if the Indiana Fever end up with Gianna Neepkins, like, I don't trust super seniors. I mean that I do not trust super seniors. With Sarah Ashley Barker, I think I had her going 11th, and I was like, I think she could do well for the Lynx. I just don't trust super seniors. Maybe if a super senior was going to be a top pick and they decided to take another year, but like Gianna Neepkins was a fringe 1st round pick. A lot of people had her going in the 2nd round this year. And the 2026, like, you can't go from being a 2nd round pick and dominating as a super senior at UCLA and then out of nowhere suddenly being a near lottery or being a lottery pick. Like, I don't see it. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. I'll see you guys.